Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First off, I apologize for any construction work in this video because it is so loud outside on my street. They're like building a new road and it is just super annoying when you want to go back to sleep and nap, but you can't. But today I wanted to do my 5-week update. We are 5 weeks, 4 days pregnant, so I thought it would be fun to update you guys on everything that has happened. Let's talk about this nausea. It is coming full swing and I'm praying that it's not going to be hyperemesis gravidarum like Theodore's pregnancy, because that got me in bed for like 3 months and I just don't know if I can do that this time around with a toddler. So fingers crossed that it's not going to be that rough, but at the rate it's going. So this week is a little bit of a milestone because since having 4 chemical pregnancies for like miscarriages, this is like the furthest that I've gotten along since the clinical miscarriage. So it's very exciting, very special, and we're like celebrating each little milestone that we can during this pregnancy. So super happy about that and very grateful, but I'm definitely feeling all the symptoms, and to me that's a really good sign because it means my body's doing what it's meant to be doing to prepare for a healthy and hopefully happy pregnancy. But yeah guys, I am feeling pregnant and I just wanted to mention that I am on progesterone, and I want to talk a little bit about that and my experience with it a little bit later in the video. So if you are pregnant or you're trying to conceive and you need to have progesterone, make sure you watch to the end because it's been a wild roller coaster. But let's like basically get into our 5-week symptoms because there's a few of them, guys. Like I said, I'm feeling very pregnant. The nausea has hit full swing and so far not vomiting, so fingers crossed. We'll see what next week's update will be like, but I literally barely put myself together to film this video, like it's a real effort for me, guys. So I have been super tired and lethargic. I have just really felt depleted. My energy levels are super low at the moment. I have been napping, guys. I never nap, and I've napped like 3 times this week, so that is a lot for me. I've been going to bed super early at like 8:30 and just like sleeping in. This morning I had to wake up at like 4:30 to drive Luca to work. That's a story in itself. But I came back home, went to sleep again, and Theodore was meant to go to school, but I slept in and I just figured like I do not have the energy or the physical capacity to drive him 25 minutes to school. I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. So he is at home chilling with me. I have a bunch of work to do and I'm really struggling, guys. So I'm just surprised at how fast things have hit me because we're only like 5 weeks in, and guys, my boobs, they are huge. They have gone up like 2, maybe 3 cup sizes. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go bra shopping because literally nothing can contain the tatas. And they are so incredibly painful. Now I wanted to talk about like breast milk and all that because I only just weaned Theodore like a few months prior, probably I'm gonna say March, maybe February, March, beginning of this year, which I'm really proud to be able to breastfeed for 3.5 years. I am super happy about that. But yeah, we weaned, so obviously my breast could still produce breast milk. But guys, I was in the shower and I just checked and it's already producing colostrum, which is crazy to me. I did not know you could like produce it this early on, but it's definitely golden and it is just, yeah, it's really cool. I thought that was really cool. Obviously I'm not gonna like express too much because I don't want to muck around with anything just in case it triggers any type of hormonal reaction, but I check here and there, which is really, really cool. I've also been having food aversions, and nothing is appealing to me aside from when I make up my mind, then I will have to have like this food then and there. I have been craving Mexican food, and guys, I don't even like Guzman y Gomez. I always bag it out, and I'm always like talking about how Mad Mex, if you're Australian you'll understand these food companies, but I'm always talking about like how Mad Mex is better and how I don't like Guzman's. But I went through the drive-through because there was no other options for me. I can't have sushi, I can't have seafood. I didn't feel like anything gross. So I went through the drive-through and got a Cali burrito, and guys, I need a detox from Cali burritos because I haven't stopped eating it since, and it's a bit of a catch-22 because they taste so good and I've never liked them before, but they just don't agree with me. They make me so bloated and it's so painful, and it's just not a fun experience, but it's the only thing I want to eat, so I just don't know what to do. But I've been really craving a lot of healthy foods like salads and vegetables, so that's really good. So I'm trying to really take advantage of that. But yeah, like food, it's really hit and miss, and I just feel queasy all the time and super thirsty. I have cotton mouth all the time. I'm just constantly drinking water, and even right now, like my lips are cracked, and I just don't know. I'm really feeling pregnant, and we're only 5 weeks in, so it makes me a little nervous to progress on. But I know it's all fine. It's my body doing what it's meant to be doing. But yeah, other than that, super tired, and just lethargic, a bit moody. I definitely have been a bit more emotional, still crying like every second day, and my vivid dreams are very strong. I've been having a lot of nightmares. I'm not really going to recap them because I'm trying to like push them out of my mind. But even Luca was telling me this story of a show that he watched and was like super upset, and I was like, I cannot hear it. Like, I do not want to hear it right now. And then I started sobbing because it was just like I just like could not handle any like stuff that is like emotional. So just like little things like that, it makes me giggle like looking back at it. But also my insomnia, so I've been sleeping heaps, but I've also been having insomnia, so I struggle to fall asleep, and I wake up like 50 times in the middle of the night between like going to the toilet, waking up between Theo and just not being able to sleep, and waking up between nightmares. So it hasn't been a very fun experience, which probably explains why I am that little bit extra tired. But yeah, that is like pretty much the 5-week symptoms of normal pregnancy. But I wanted to talk about the progesterone. So I am on progesterone. I think it's called Uterogestin. Correct me if I'm wrong, I can never think of the name. But it's basically progesterone pessaries. So they're like capsule things that you have to insert up your hoo-ha. I know, girls, it is not fun. But I spoke to the doctor, and they recommend dosing it up to 3 capsules a day, pessaries. At first I was on 1 since ovulation, and then yeah, so now it's recommended to take 3, and it's really hard to like remember to take 3. I'm good in the morning. Actually, I haven't even taken it this morning. I probably should do that. But in the morning and nighttime's fine. It's just daytime is really difficult to remember to do, because most of the time I'm like out and about, and yeah, it's like a constant reminder. Maybe I should start setting alarms. But guys, this progesterone medication is like next level. It is not fun. It's not a fun experience, and I have been having such a hard time on this medication because my body is just not used to it. I don't take medication lightly, and obviously it's going to allow us to have a baby, but I am struggling, guys. And if any of you guys are on progesterone, let me know in the comments down below what symptoms that you're having with it, because guys, what I'm about to tell you is not a fun experience. So basically, I look 4 months pregnant and the baby is only the size of a sesame seed. Go figure. This progesterone medication makes me so bloated. Like, I feel like my face is swollen, my ankles are swollen, my uterus is so swollen, and it is so painful. It is like, the only way I can kind of describe it is like pre-labor cramps. And it comes and goes in waves, like pre-labor cramps, and it's been, I guess, been doing that since dosing up to 3 pessaries a day. So it's just been super painful. It is the type of pain that I literally have to jump in the shower and breathe through it because it's so intense. I was speaking to the doctor and I was speaking to other women who have experienced this, and they have similar problems, like the whole cramping. And also I was giving her a pamphlet on like the side effects, and it was like dizziness, cramping, all of that. I probably have all of the side effects, which is not fun. So yeah, that is super painful. And I've noticed that if I eat certain foods and I'm bloated from the pessaries, then it just is the worst combination. So I've been trying to really watch out on what I'm eating, and yeah, it makes it a little confusing because I'm trying to like do like the whole bump transition, but literally guys, I already look so pregnant, so I don't know how I'm gonna like keep it a secret for 12 weeks. Yeah, so that's super exciting. I did go to the doctors and get my blood and progesterone levels checked, so I will get that result back on Thursday, and then we'll go and book the scan, which is super exciting. And yeah, oh, the gynecologist also told me to take 100 milligrams, yeah, the smallest dose over the counter of aspirin, and this is basically to thin my blood because I've had D&C. My uterus has a higher chance of having like little blood clot pockets, and they don't want the baby's placenta to attach to that, so the aspirin is basically like going to help thin those clots down if they're there, and that way we can have like a healthy attachment. So I'm on that, and I stay on the 3 dose of pessary progesterone for the first 12 weeks and also the aspirin for the first 12 weeks, and then I think I have to talk to the doctor, but I think I'm gonna drop down to the 1 progesterone a day, but again, I'll update you guys on that because this is kind of just playing it by ear and obviously checking my levels and monitoring this pregnancy. So I actually haven't had much anxiety with this pregnancy. I feel very comfortable and certain that this is going to go really well, and I am just putting like all my faith into it and that it will be fine. But yeah, aside from like all of the intense symptoms, which are so intense, I do not remember them being this intense with Theodore, so I'm just like really taken aback because week 5, like the beginning of week 5, it like hit me, guys. It was crazy. But again, symptoms are a really positive sign, so I'm just like holding on to that. And yeah, I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to continue updating you guys and sharing all the news. So before we go, I will give you a real life bump update in person. I am wearing a robe because, let's face it, we're pregnant, we don't need to leave the house, we're not getting dressed. But I'll actually show you guys. But this is how bloated I am, guys. It is actually crazy. Like this is a sesame seed? I don't think so. It's so painful. But yeah, that's my little bump. I actually look 4 months pregnant, but I'm only 5 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this little bump date, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button to keep up on our journey, and yeah, I will see you soon. Bye guys.